later at your convenience. So today, we have two acts for you here on the show, based right here out of East Tennessee. Nathan Morgan is here and will be up the second half of our show today. To get things started, now Macartney, I know you record in Nashville and you came from Atlanta, but what's home base for you right now?
Yeah, so I live in Nashville right now.
Okay.
And I'm originally from Atlanta, but I moved to Nashville about 2.5 years ago.
Y'all give a great big welcome to Macartney Reinhardt to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us today. Thank you so much for having me here on this. And this first song I'm going to do is called Bones, and it is out on all streaming platforms, so check it out. Grandma owned a flower shop and a one-stop after town. Grandpa was an auctioneer and the fastest voice around. There's a college down the road with my last name on the sign. If there's one thing I've learned is there's some lessons you can't buy. You can drive away, but you can't drive out. You can change the name, the pain, but my roots on this ground. You can fade away, come back a ghost, and nobody knows your business till you're finished. This town holds your bones. I found myself and God in a Johnny-colored house. Those walls went home, the stories told that we'll keep passing down. Down, 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 down. You can drive away, but you can't drive out. Change the name, change the paint, but my roots on this ground. You can fade away, come back a ghost. Nobody knows your business till you're finished, and this town holds your bones. Change the name, change the paint, but my roots on this ground. You can fade away, come back a ghost, and nobody knows your business till you're finished, and this town holds your bones. Oh, it holds your bones. There's a tiny little graveyard right next to the church. 7 generations, 6 feet in the dirt. Thank y'all. This next song is called Word Gets Around, and it is also out on all platforms. So I wrote it with John Wayne Hatfield and Charles Walker, and I put it out about a year ago, so check it out. Word from the neighbor, she's trying to save me. She saw your pickup cross town in another drive. Can't say for sure, but looks like the same one. She can't tell by the dent in the passenger side. I guess my mama was right. Word gets around in a small Georgia town. Slips through the cracks when there's no one around. It hits you hard like a bullet from a gun. When you think you can trust someone, 'cause word gets around and you'll find out it's true. Now guess so did you. Does she make you happy? Is she something special? She's something to you that I could never be. When she asked about me, did you change the subject? Did you say we were nothing, nothing but a one-time thing? And do you lie to her like you lie to me? Word gets around in a small Georgia town, slips through the cracks when there's no one around. It hits you hard like a bullet from a gun, right when you think you can trust someone. 'Cause word gets around and you'll find out it's true. And I guess so did you. Found someone for me, he treats me right. You know how this town can be, so don't be surprised when word gets around and I'm moving on. I brought him home and my mama likes this one. Seeing me happy might break your heart, but you get what you give and you tore mine apart. 'Cause word gets around and you'll find out it's true. I'm better off without you.
So this is Macartney Reinhardt with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So normally, excuse me, what I do at this point is I start a performer talking about their musical path growing up and whatnot, and then it generally starts out with, did you come from a musical family? But this one comes with a musical pedigree because she is a descendant of a very special musician in her family. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so my ancestor was Django Reinhardt. He was a jazz guitarist, and so I come from a long line of musicians. My dad is a musician, and all my family on that side plays music or sings, so I have always been around it, and that's how it started for me.
There's a whole world, the whole genre of people who try to emulate Django Reinhardt in his musical style out there, and so yeah, it's sort of silly for me to ask if you came from a musical family. So we know that you definitely did. Let's talk about your musical path. How long have you been making music yourself?
So I started singing when I was pretty little, just as early as I could sing with the radio, and I started voice lessons when I was about 5. So I tried guitar at that time, but I was just too little to really stick with that. So I picked back up guitar when I was older, but I started releasing music when I was about 14. So it's been almost 4 years now since I put out my first single.
So when you put out your first single, were you writing your own music at that time?
Yeah, so I started writing my own music when I was about 12, and really when I started high school, I started to pick up writing more. So my first song that I put out was actually the first song I ever wrote in like 7th grade. So I put that one out, and then I've just kept writing ever since, trying to be in big writing circles in Nashville and just trying to put out music as often as I can.
So you like that co-writing thing they do in Nashville?
I like it, yes. I also like writing myself. I like a mix of both, so I do both of it.
Okay. So she's currently got a single out there called New Beginnings, and as the young folks do these days, there's quite a few singles out there that you have released on those, wherever you stream your music. Now, it's a little tricky because it's M-A, not M-C when you're spelling out McCartney. But MacartneyReinhardt.com is where you can find more information. On February 7th, she'll be performing over in Myrtle Beach at the Tin Roof, and you can find her complete schedule right there on the website. She's got merch available here in-house, and we always encourage our audience to shake in howdy with our performers after the show and just thank them for being here with us. But for now, I'm going to back out of the way so we can get more music from Macartney Reinhardt on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
Yeah, well, thank you so much once again for having me here. I am actually going to play New Beginning as my next song. Like I said, this was my most recent single, so yeah, make sure to check it out. But I left your picture on the floor. I keep telling myself I'm fine, but I can't do it no more. Your old guitar echoes up and down this hallway, and I'd write 100 songs just so I could talk to you, babe. Like a whisper in the night, I'm blowing in the wind, looking for the life and the love we could have been. And walking in the desert when the shadows never end, but I'm learning to let go. I thought we were forever, but forever didn't last. Now I'm running from my footsteps of the memories in the past. Every mile, every minute, I get closer to a new beginning. Every sunset I get further from feeling this pain. Every teardrop truck stop, I keep rolling down this worn out highway. Like a phoenix rising up from the ashes, I'm a wildfire burning right past this. I've sung 100 songs just trying to talk to you, babe. Looking for the life and the love we could have been. And walking in the desert when the shadows never end, but I'm learning to let go. I thought we were forever, but forever didn't last. Now I'm running from my footsteps of the memories in the past. Every mile, every minute, I get closer to a new beginning. Another hotel key and some clothes wrinkled in a suitcase. I'm still singing this song, just trying to talk to you, babe. Like a whisper in the night, I'm blowing in the wind, looking for the life and the love we could have been. And walking in the desert when the shadows never end, but I'm learning to let go. Thought we were forever, but forever didn't last. Now I'm running from my footsteps of the memories in the past. Every mile, every minute, I get closer to a new beginning. Thank y'all very much. This next song I will play for y'all is called Hey Girl. It's out on all streaming platforms also. And I wrote it as kind of a motivational note to any girl or woman out there struggling. And yeah, I wrote it with my producer, Sean Rogers, and Chloe Crowder. So y'all check it out. Hey girl, don't let another tear give you away. Don't light the fire and let them take the glory. It ain't their story. Hey girl, don't think you don't have strength enough to fight. Let go of the weight that's on your shoulders. Don't mean it's over. And this heart was meant to march to its own beat. And when life has you praying on your knees, hey girl, on the days you think you can't get out of bed, and you can't get through the maze inside your head, all the problems you can't solve them, and there ain't no one to call that hasn't heard. But hey girl, one day you'll look at all this with a smile, knowing brick by brick it built you mile for mile. And all that's worth remembering, you do it all again to be this girl. Hey girl, don't you think that hearts weren't meant to break? When it falls apart, the pieces shatter, but it don't matter. Hey girl, on the days you think you can't get out of bed, and you can't get through the maze inside your head, all the problems you can't solve them, and there ain't no one to call that hasn't heard. But hey girl, one day you'll look at all this with a smile, knowing brick by brick it built you mile for mile. And all that's worth remembering, you do it all again to be this girl. And this heart was meant to march to its own beat. And when I think that God gave up on me, hey girl, on the days you think you can't get out of bed, and you can't get through the maze inside your head, all the problems you can't solve them, and there ain't no one to call that hasn't heard. Hey girl, one day you'll look at all this with a smile, knowing brick by brick it built you mile for mile. And all that's worth remembering, you do it all again to be this girl, this girl. Thank y'all so much. So for this next song, it's called Old Country Song, And I put this out actually as my second single ever. So it was right after the first song I ever wrote. This was the second one I ever wrote. Put this out a few years ago, and it's out on all streaming platforms. So make sure to check it out. When I first saw you, I knew that sparkle in your eyes could really save me. I never thought we'd end up like this, but I'm glad, 'cause you really changed me. Got your picture by the radio, listening to some Haggard and Jones. Never wanna let you go. You know I fell off of the deep end, hoping it would never end like an old country song, like an old country song. Now we know where we've been and we're going. Didn't know how much I wanted this. You said this would never end, but I think this is the last kiss. Got your picture by the radio, listening to some Haggard and Jones. Never wanna let you go. You know I fell off of the deep end, hoping it would never end like an old country song, like an old country song. You know this is how it was supposed to go, but you had your chance, and now you're in my rearview window. Got your picture by the radio, listening to some Haggard and Jones. Never wanna let you go. You know I fell off of the deep end, hoping it would never end like an old country song, like an old country song. Thank y'all so much. For this last song, I will be playing one of my singles that came out in May of last year. This one is called High Horse, and it is out on all platforms. So make sure to check it out. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. How many faces do you have? I want to know. How many versions of your story have you told? You've walked that line 1,000 times. You're so obsessed with putting up your fences, but don't get too close, you might just take us for a ride. You've walked that line 1,000 times. So get on your high horse and turn him loose. Got what you came for, nothing left to prove. Got your spurs are gone, gonna hit the road with your pair of red sole boots. Forget the blame, forget your name, getting up on that high horse. You're like a tumbleweed rolling from town to town. No destination, but you sure do get around. You're like a sunset, you're going down, down, down. So get on your high horse and turn 'em loose. Got what you came for, nothing left to prove. Got your spurs are gone, gonna hit the road with your pair of red sole boots. Forget the blame, forget your name, getting up on that high horse. So get on your high horse and turn 'em loose. Got what you came for, nothing left to prove. Got your spurs are gone, gonna hit the road with your pair of red sole boots. Forget the blame, forget your name, getting up on that high horse. Getting up on that high horse.
That's Macartney Reinhardt on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Again, you can find New Beginning and all of those singles you've heard her release today are out there on all those streaming platforms. Again, she'll be in Myrtle Beach at the Tin Roof February 7th. And you can find all that information right there at MacartneyReinhardt.com. She does have merch available over here at the merch table after the show, so feel free to stop by there. And certainly, if nothing else, shake and howdy with her after the show and thank her for being here with us today on the Blue Plate Special. Support for the WDVX Blue Plate Special comes from Barley's down in Knoxville's Old City. It is home of the Big Plate on Fridays at noon. We got a big old mess of Perkles going to be with us tomorrow on the Big Plate. You can find more information about that at WDVX.com. Additional support comes from Visit Knoxville and the music office of the Tennessee Entertainment Commission, supporting the creative community across the state through various initiatives and programs. You can find out more about opportunities and how to be part of the music directory at tnentertainment.com/music. So as we roll along with today's show, well, he didn't have to come too far to be with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Y'all give a great big welcome to Nathan Morgan.
Thank you all very much. Great to be here again. I believe this is my second time on the Blue Plate Special. I couldn't wait to get back, but glad to be here with y'all today. Of course, everybody listening. And Macartney Reinhardt, of course, as well. Another big hand for her, if y'all don't mind. I'm going to play some newer songs for y'all today and some stuff that I've got on my record that I'm promoting right now. But this first one's called Don't Put a Name on Me. Welcome to the news of the day. Check your brain at the door. Pick a side, boy, and get in line to fight the battle you've been waiting for. It's always been a whole lot more fun to listen to the talking heads roar than to listen to your brother with the protest sign and try to see a little more. This old world ain't ever gonna change. Don't put a name on me, 'cause I'm not trying to be a Neil Connor purple-haired kid. 'Cause the lessons in red that were put in my head did more for me than neither one did. Shout down the walls, won't you watch them fall? Learn a lesson in civility. 'Cause the first and last is the only name that'll ever be a name to me. Well, follow me and I'll follow you. You only ever hear what you really want to. They say they said and they stood and they're dead, fighting for the red, white, and blue. Don't you ever slow down, don't you rest your head. If you do, you know you don't belong. Just run your race and try to keep up the pace. You know you're right and everybody's wrong. Yeah, I think it's time we had ourselves a change. Yeah, don't put a name on me, 'cause I'm not trying to be some Neil Connor purple-haired kid. 'Cause the lessons in red that were put in my head did more for me than neither one did. Well, shout down the walls, won't you watch them fall? Learn a lesson in civility. 'Cause the first and last is the only name that'll ever be a name to me. All right. All the noise is good, they say. All the noise that makes sense today. If it's so simple, why is it so hard to play this game? If all I need is just a name. Don't put a name on me, 'cause I'm not trying to be some Neil Connor purple-haired kid. 'Cause the lessons in red that were put in my head did more for me than neither one did. Well, shout down the walls, won't you watch them fall? Learn a lesson in civility. 'Cause the first and last is the only name that'll ever be a name to me. All right. Don't put a name on me. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right. Well, again, y'all, my name is Nathan Morgan, and thank you all again so much for having me back here. This next song I'm going to do for you is it's a song I wrote about I feel like everybody's got that special place in their mind or their heart they like to go to when things get a little rough and having a hard time, and a place you can get back to, that gives you some peace and makes you smile. When I'm not writing songs or playing music, I usually have my nose buried in a history book of some kind, for all you history junkies out there. But reading about medieval history or reading about U.S. history, the Kennedy family, there's always a place they called Camelot. It seemed to be just this perfect place, this magical place. And growing up in my family, one of the things I'm kind of proud of is that was kind of my Camelot growing up, and had two amazing parents. And I wrote a few songs about them. You'll hear a little bit more about them. But this one's called Camelot, so couldn't think of a better name. So. Talks about trying to get back to it. Memories that don't seem so long ago could make me smile and make me cry. Sunday morning song in my favorite show, Mom and Dad grin as they pass by. Never scared 'cause Dad was built like stone. Mama smiled and dried my tears. He was the foundation that I was built on. That's why I'm still standing here. So tell me, what in the world can I do now? How do I get back to Camelot? Let me just relive all my memories. Find peace if the Lord allows. Tell me, what good is a life cut short? The sting of death that'll cause you pain. But it don't lead to pills and slamming doors, or diving into the bottle again. So tell me, what in the world can I do now? How do I get back to Camelot? Let me just relive all my memories. Find peace if the Lord allows. Am I the only one who remembers? Or maybe just in my own way, singing all the songs about the pretenders, or watching the games that people play. Till then, what in the world can I do now? How do I get back to Camelot? Let me just relive all my memories. Find peace if the Lord allows. Find peace if the Lord allows.
Thank you.
This is Nathan Morgan with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So, history is the thing for you that inspires music. Is that true?
In a large way, yes.
Okay. So, let me back up. Let's talk about your musical beginnings. And how long have you been doing this music thing?
Well, going way back, started playing guitar probably when I was 10, 11 years old, somewhere in there. But performing as a career and writing songs, playing with a band and just traveling, doing this whole crazy thing, crazy circus, I'd say probably 15.
All right. Now, Knoxville, we've got a good music scene, but it's not really known to be a hotbed of, co-writing dates or anything like that. Like I was talking with Macartney with earlier, because, do you do that kind of thing? Have you done any co-writing with other people?
So I co-write, oddly enough, with my older brother a lot of times. He's not a performing musician, but he strums a guitar every now and then. But he's in education, oddly enough. But he actually works at Milligan University out there in Johnson City. But he has ideas for songs. He'll text me, or he'll tell me, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What can we do with this phrase? What can we do with that? He comes up with some of the most amazing things. He has been my co-writer thus far. So it's an excuse to hang out with him more and spend more time as brothers together. That's always fun. So most of the time.
So is he more responsible for the words and you for the music, or do you do it
I'd
both?
say probably, 100% of the music is me, and then it's probably 60-40 lyrics, me, my brother. But most everything else I write on my own, write and play on my own. But
And what does that look like? Now, when you decide you're going to write a song, are you one who gets up and says, I'm making a cup of coffee, I'm sitting down, and I'm working on writing a song today? Or are you the guy who is in the shower and has to turn it off really quick and go write something down because it's spontaneous?
It's probably both. Well, it's been more of both here lately. Words and phrases just kind of come at me sometimes if I'm doing the most random things, going down the road or I'm making breakfast or something. But 90% of the time, I would say I wake up in the morning, I'm like, you know what, I got to write. I got to block these hours out to sit down and write, even if it's 2 lines. You know, as long as I get something that I'm happy with and I can build on, I'm happy with that.
All right. So, what about? I know you have merch. So,
Yes.
and I know that you said you're working on new music right now. Is there
Yes.
a new project out there in the world that's going to be coming?
New recording this year. I'm hoping to get finished up those first 2 songs, and I'll play one more here in a moment. That's going to be on the new recording. But I do have the Memphis Sessions EP that I'm currently promoting. That was recorded at Sun Studio out in Memphis, and I'll do some of those tunes too. So hoping to get a lot more recording done this year. So it's been a good year.
So
already.
you can find more information. Okay, search him out on social media. They're Facebook. Just search out Nathan Morgan. Is it music?
Nathan Morgan fan page on Facebook,
Fan page.
and at Nathan Morgan Music everywhere else.
Okay. And certainly shaking howdy with him afterwards. As I mentioned, there is merch available over there on the merch table as well. But for now, I'm going to back out of the way. We're going to get more music here this afternoon from Nathan Morgan on the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you. This is a song that's on my Memphis Sessions EP that I do have here on vinyl. And you can also download and stream it anywhere you get your music from. It's a song called Time Sure Flies, and it's just a good old sad love song, I guess. But seems like yesterday I was your man. Just a minute ago, you held my hand. But in the blink of an eye, you stole my heart. The time sure flies when you're falling apart. Well, I'm fixing your favorite meal tonight. White wine, red roses, soft candlelight. And I waited with heartache as the hours rolled by. I went to bed lonely with tears in my eyes. Well, I can't shake your memory, you still haunt my dreams. I guess I'll go back to the start. 'Cause time sure flies when you're falling apart. Well, I lost your beauty some years ago. Where your love and time went, I'll never know. I told you that I loved you, and I'd never go away. Says the moss-covered stone on the ground where you lay. Well, I can't shake your memory, you still haunt my dreams. Guess I'll go back to the start. 'Cause time sure flies when you're falling apart. Though I can't shake your memory, you still haunt my dreams. I guess I'll go back to the start. 'Cause time sure flies. Time sure flies. Well, now time sure flies when you're falling apart. Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to do a brand new song for y'all, if it's okay. This is one that I wrote about a week ago now, I guess, but I kind of like this one a lot. It's I think everybody's life gets a little crazy every now and then, and you need a place just to get away, to think and reflect, and whether that's a time of day, whether that's a day of the week. For me, it's always been Sunday, because I'm usually playing out Thursday, Friday, Saturday somewhere, and getting ready to play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this song is called Sunday. It's the working title, but whatever that time, whatever that place is, this song's about that. So. Strumming my six string on a rainy afternoon. It's 2 weeks to Christmas, you're cleaning a new tattoo. Daddy, can you write my name? Asked my youngest son. But he's off to his own world to have a little fun. Trying to write a budget for the millionth time. 4 new tires could cost us our last dime. What in the world are they saying on the TV? Did another con man get caught being greedy? Just another day, kinda crazy for a bit. The sun rose up this morning, did you notice it? Dreaming in my head while 24 hours slip away. Yeah, maybe it's insanity, or maybe it's another Sunday. Well, I've heard that these damn phones are gonna kill us all, but it'll know who wrote this song when I can't recall. Yeah, the oldest never listens, he'll barely graduate come June. This school year's been a hassle, and I'm going gray too damn soon. It's just another day, kinda crazy for a bit. The sun rose up this morning, did you notice it? Dreaming in my head while 24 hours slip away. Maybe it's insanity, and maybe it's another Sunday. Climbing up a mountain one step at a time, where you're driving an endless road with no stop signs. We don't all go out it slip away, 'cause you'll never get it back again. It's just another day, kinda crazy for a bit. Sun rose up this morning, did you notice it? Dreaming in my head while 24 hours slip away. Well, maybe it's insanity, or maybe it's another Sunday. Well, maybe it's insanity, or maybe it's another Sunday. Thank you.
All right, y'all, it's Nathan Morgan with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. We've got time to get one last tune from Nathan, but how about one more round of applause for Macartney Reinhardt here, the first half of the show here today. So tomorrow we'll be down at Barley's for the big plate with the Perkles, and you can find out more about that by visiting our website there at WDVX.com. Both of our artists have merch available at the merch table over there, and like I said earlier, we always encourage a handshake just to say thank you for being here with us today on the Blue Plate Special. Nathan, we'll be looking for some new tunes and all that coming out here real soon from you. It's been fun hearing the new music.
Thank you very much.
Will you leave us with the last one here today?
Absolutely. That last song, that's the first time I played it live, so thank you all very much for sitting in on the experiment. Absolutely. This last song, it's a very special song for me. It's called Come Home. And this is one of the songs I wrote with my older brother, who I mentioned earlier. It was about our dad growing up. We were fortunate enough to have a dad who was not only our father, but also one of our best friends growing up, and taught us a lot about good music, and got me started on this crazy road. Oddly enough, nobody else in my family plays guitar or has played music professionally, but I'm the first one to do it. So I always get a lot of weird questions at family gatherings. But this last song is called Come Home. You can find it anywhere you download and stream your music. Just look up Nathan Morgan and at Nathan Morgan Music on all your social media. So, and it's on YouTube too. I've got a music video out for this one. So. I remember when you were just 13, telling me all of your dreams. I just couldn't understand. Sometimes I still don't. But the world was waiting, and you had made your plans. It's a different time than the one I rocked you in. Mom's not here to see what could have been. Though you've gone oh so far away, some things don't change, and I just want to say, so come on and talk about the things that you've seen. This old house is still full of great memories. It's where I taught you right from wrong, and that old room is where you wrote your first song. So come on home. Won't you come on home? Lord knows I didn't do everything all right. Things I did that kept your mom up at night. I hope there's enough good for you to recall, to pick up the phone and listen when I call. Come on home and talk of all the things that you've seen. 'Cause this old house is still full of great memories. It's where I taught you right from wrong, and that whole room is where you wrote your first song. So come on home. The broken man who went astray is not the man I am today. I've just tried to do the very best I can. Yeah. Oh. So come on home and talk of all the things that you've seen. This old house is still full of so many memories, and the yard still looks the same, and your mama's picture's still in that old frame. So come on home. Won't you come on home? You're still my main man. So come on home. Thank you.
That's Nathan Morgan. Thank y'all. Join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.